following has been developed by state and provincial agencies in association with the Agency for Instructional Technology. Together, serving education.
Fellas?
Hi. Hey, I was talking to him.
Got a moment to think about your future?
Like what?
Would you care to contemplate opportunities, open horizons, dreams? Would you like to make a few bucks?
Sure.
Take a seat. Take a seat. Make yourselves to home.
We are. We are.
All the better. By the way, I'm Hal Collins.
Yes, sir.
Not Sir Hal. Tell me, what are your monikers? Your handles, your appellations, and your names.
Oh, Chip.
Hiya, Chip.
Hi.
Good to meet you.
I'm Dwayne.
Hiya, Dwayne. Glad to be doing business with you. Now, here's an opportunity tailor-made for two young, eager beavers like yourselves.
You want us to clean something with these?
No. Perish the thought.
You want us to buy these things?
No, sir, Chip, my boy. You both are honest, hard-working young lads, aren't you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind turning some of your free time into cold cash, would you?
No, sir.
Hal. Call me Hal.
Yes, sir.
That's
Hal.
better. Now, get a firm grip on that, son. Don't let it get away from you. Now, that brush, which you're holding in your very own hands, is going to revolutionize modern housekeeping.
Wow.
It was invented by Dr. Cornelius Wang. It's been tested in a statistical survey by IBM.
IBM tested this, whatchamacallit?
Wang brush, Chip. Wang brush. That's right. I've got the results of the survey right here.
Can we see them?
Well, I don't know which case they're in. It might take some time to find them.
That's all right. We can wait. Want to play horse? Sure.
You know what? Just a minute, boys. I think I know where they are.
Statistics are among the most powerful tools of modern life. In science, business, government, any area which deals with large bodies of information, statistics can reveal basic patterns of information which can help you analyze data. But statistics can also be used to create false impressions. When someone is trying to impress you with statistics, there are some basic questions you can ask in order to analyze their data. One is, who is the source? Do the statistics come from experts, the people who know, or just from people who want to impress you and may want to get something out of you?
There it is. 3 out of 4 homeowners tested agreed the Wang brush reduces their need to call a plumber by 1/2.
You mean if I got one of these brushes, I'd only have to call the plumber half as often?
That's right. If you used to call a plumber twice a year, from now on you'd only have to call him once.
Can I see that thing?
Yeah, no, boys. It's my only copy. I wouldn't want to get it dirty.
Well, I'm going to wash my hands.
No, that's all right. I guess you can handle it if you're careful.
Let's see. A scientific study of the Wang brush.
Commissioned by WB Inc.
Conducted by Ideal Bathroom Magazine.
Ideal Bathroom Magazine? Is that your IBM, mister?
Oh, you didn't think I meant the computer company, did you?
Well, you did mention it right after that Wang guy.
Oh, just a coincidence, Dwayne, my boy. Just a coincidence. And to think you leaped to that conclusion. No, the Ideal Bathroom Magazine is one of the leading bathroom magazines in the world.
Well, how many others are there?
I'll have to inquire. Anyway, you can read it for yourself right there. 3 out of 4 homeowners tested agree the Wang brush reduced their need to call a plumber by 1/2. Why, with this little attachment right here, this becomes a device scientifically engineered to clean out the clogs in any common pipe. It was invented by Dr. Wang himself while cleaning up around his laboratory.
3 out of 4 homeowners tested. I wonder. How many people did they test?
4.
Just 4?
Does testing 4 people prove a statistical claim like the Wang brush will reduce the need to call a plumber by 1/2? Which brings up a second simple question you can ask when someone tries to prove something to you with statistics. Are the facts good? Now, valid statistics are based on substantial data. To learn how something like the Wang brush affects plumbing, you would want to use it and keep records of its success in a large number of houses over a long period of time.
So you only tested the Wang brush on 4 homeowners?
Well, you see, the trend was so clear, we didn't see the point in spending money on further testing.
But you say the Wang brush reduces the need to call a plumber by 1/2.
Testing is very expensive, Chip, my boy, and we just have to pass those costs on to the consumer. We want to keep the Wang brush in range of everyone's pocketbook.
Those homeowners, what type of people were they?
What do you mean, what kind of people were they? They were adults, for one thing.
So?
Well, they were successful people, responsible people. 100% of them hold white-collar jobs.
Where?
The Ideal Bathroom magazine.
Which did the test?
Well, it's like I've been telling you, testing costs money, and even a scientific journal has to keep costs down.
Do you advertise in this magazine?
Well, yes, but you don't think they'd let that influence their judgment, do you?
What do you think? One of the likeliest signs of faulty statistics is when the people who compile them have a personal stake in the results. Of course, any statistic may be honest, but generally valid statistics are gathered by people who can stand back and look at facts fairly.
You keep saying scientific. Are these homeowners scientists?
No, but the magazine is scientific.
Were there any scientists involved in the tests?
This is plumbing we're talking about.
Were there any plumbers?
Oh, we can't ask them. We're putting them out of business.
Was there anybody who knows anything about plumbing?
Look, fellas, you're getting stuck on details. The facts are clear. The Wang brush reduces the need to call a plumber by 1/2.
How long of a time did you run these tests?
Stop worrying, son. Trust me.
But how long did they run these tests?
Well, in the month we gave you the Wang brushes, only one of them had to call a plumber.
Well, let's look at that statistic backward. WB Incorporated claims that the Wang brush reduces the need to call a plumber by 1/2. If only one person had to call a plumber in the month after they were given a Wang brush, then how many had to call in a month before having a Wang brush? 1 is 1/2 of what? 2. Does that prove much? Suppose just by coincidence, those 2 calls solved most of their plumbing problems. Then naturally they didn't need to call plumbers the next month, Wang brushes or no Wang brushes. Are the facts good? Suppose somebody says to you, 4 out of 5 Army generals prefer white powder to any other hair treatment. Well, you might ask when they collected that data. Or suppose somebody says 100% of the people questioned wear fur coats. You might want to ask where they collected that data.
But let's not worry about the Wang brush. There'll be further tests coming along soon that'll demonstrate to your complete satisfaction that the Wang brush is the most amazing invention since a light bulb. Just look at those 17 attachments. Why, it even has a toothbrush attachment for folks whose arms are too long to reach back to their mouths. But let's not talk about the Wang brush. Let's talk about the opportunities before you. I want you to become our company's neighborhood sales representatives and distributors. Come over here, gentlemen, and have a seat. Just take a look at those graphs. You can see for yourself that our sales have quadrupled, multiplied by 4, increased 400% in just 4 years. Look at that climb. It gets steeper all the time. At this present rate of growth, by the year 2050, WB Incorporated will be the 16th largest corporation in North America, all due to this miraculous little brush.
Let me see if I understand what you're saying. Last year you sold 4 times as many brushes as you sold 4 years ago?
That's right, Sonny. I'd show you the books, but I don't have them with me.
How many brushes did you sell the first year?
15 brushes.
So last year you sold 4 times 15, 60 brushes.
61 to be precise.
A third question you can ask, along with who is the source and are the facts good, is something being twisted? The facts themselves may be correct, but do they prove what the person says they do? Take Hal's graph. It's true that 61 is more than 4 times as much as 15. But what about the claim?
At the present rate of growth, by the year 2050, WB Incorporated will be the 16th largest corporation in North America.
Does selling 61 brushes really prove that? Look at that term, rate of growth. It's one thing to grow quickly when you're small, but does that mean that you can keep it up forever? Suppose that when you were 5 years old, you were 1 meter tall. Now you're 15, and your rate of growth is that your height has doubled in 10 years. But does that prove that in the next 10 years, it's going to double again, so that you'll become 4 meters tall? Or that in 10 years after that, it'll double again so that you'll become 8 meters tall? Even statistics that look reasonable on the surface can be twisting something by the way they're set up.
If you really want to know what the future holds in store, put this graph with this one here. It covers the same 4-year period. These are millions of calls, and these aren't our statistics. These were compiled by the North American Plumbers Club. Look at that climb. I tell you, it's a plumbing epidemic. An opportunity like this only comes along once in a lifetime.
Hey, this starts at 20 million.
That's what the graph says.
And it only goes up to 20.5.
But those are millions, Dwayne, my boy.
Yeah, but on the whole continent.
But this doesn't even increase halfway from 20 to 21. And this chart makes it look like it's climbing like crazy.
The numbers are there, fellas. We wouldn't want to fool anyone.
No, of course not. But here's the same data with the millions of calls starting from 0. Doesn't look like much of a plumbing epidemic now, does it?
Numbers don't lie.
Well, maybe not, but people certainly can twist them. Suppose you had $10 and I said, hey, give me half and I'll give you half back. Would you come out even? Sorry, you gave me $5, half of your $10, and I only have to give you back half of $5, or $2.50. So remember, it never hurts to question a statistic. If it's solid, it will stand up. If it's not, you may be able to catch the weak point by asking, who is the source? Are the facts good? And is something being twisted?
Just sign right here. Later, I'll get your mom or dad to co-sign.
It says here I'm supposed to buy 5 cases of Wang brushes.
Not buy, Chip, my boy. You'll be able to sell them in a day or two at twice your cost. That's 100% profit.
It says here I have to pay you $50.
Not cash, Chip. It's all on credit. You can take a year.
At 18% interest.
Well, money's not free, my boy.
No way, mister.
Hey, Chip, I can understand you having little doubts. Having a big opportunity like this come at you right out of the blue.
We gotta get your stuff out of the driveway. My mom's gonna be home soon, and she's gotta get into the garage.
Your mom's splendid. We'll get her to sign, and I can leave you with your brushes. The sooner you start selling, the sooner you'll get rich.
Mister, you don't want to meet our mom.
Nonsense. Wait till I show her the Wang Wonder Washer. Why, you just take some of this Wang Wonder Wash and pour it right into the wash. There it goes. And give it a little turn. Watch those suds
Here
coming.
she comes.
Your mom? Marvelous.
MathWorks is a component of the Mathematics for the 80s project and is supported in part by Exxon Education Foundation. This program was produced by John Allman and Art Fitzsimmons under the supervision of the Agency for Instructional Technology.